just came out. Let's be real. Oh my goodness, so cute. You look awesome. Tell me about the shoot that you had here.
Oh my gosh, I had such a fun time with this shoot. Like, I just got to play around. I'm obsessed with the colors, and I just think it's so, I don't know, I just love it. I don't even know how to describe it. But we just had fun, just like laughing, blasting music, taking fun pictures. It was such a blast, and I'm really happy with the cover. I'm glad it turned out this way.
And the font is super cute too.
I know. I just love the yellow. Yellow is like such a happy color, you know? It's just like bubbly and fun, so I love it.
This is your very first book.
It is.
And you've been wanting to write since you were a kid.
Yeah.
But what made you decide this is the time?
To be honest, there was just a lot of friends and even myself in my own life where I was just noticing myself comparing myself to other people, and on social media it can be such a facade. You know, what you see on social media is not always what it is in real life. And as I graduated high school and I'm taking a year off, I was just thinking, you know, like, I really just want to share something that's important to me and share something that I'm really passionate about. And this is something that I'm very, very passionate about. So I wanted to tell girls what it's like to be a real teenager. And sometimes I feel like people can be embarrassed with facing problems because everyone wants to seem like they kind of have their life together, because no one wants to see each other struggle, you know, like no one wants to feel down about themselves. We all want to put on this, oh, like I'm perfect. But the reality is everyone deals with problems, and at least for my friends and I, we've just learned to encourage each other in those struggles, and encourage each other through the tough times and not try to hide it, you know, because there's no way you can grow if you're putting it behind a bush or anything like that. So I really wanted to bring those topics to the surface, tell personal stories from my life, things that I've overcome, and just kind of like teachable moments that I feel like would be good for you know, young girls to read. I just think it's really important.
I also noticed in the book, besides the chapters, you have little like pull-out sections about like what a real friendship should look like and things like that. What inspired those little topics?
Oh my gosh, I love like little tips, you know, like here and there, just like a quick read. And I think for me, those would have been so helpful when I was younger, and they're still helpful for me now. Like I can read this book and learn so much from even like the things that are in this book, you know, just to remind myself. So I think the quick little tips here and there, whether it be about confidence or body image or relationships, like any of that, it's just so good. Like it'll just kind of stick in your head, and it's a quick little tip, and yeah, I love it.
Most of us deal with body image, but it's easy to look at people like you said on Instagram or who are in the public eye and think, oh, they probably never deal with that. What would you say is the reality? Like, let's be real about that. Like, what is the true thing that you've experienced with that?
I started gaining a lot of followers on social media when I was in high school, which was crazy, and it just started building and building. You get more comments, which a lot of them are so nice. I would start to get comments that would say things like, oh, you're perfect, or you have the perfect life, or I wish I was you. I would look at my life and I'm like, whoa, like my life is not perfect. And I have so many flaws, and I have so many things that I'm dealing with. And then kind of putting that aside, when I'm living my life and I see these celebrities and I see these models, and I'm like, I wish I had their life, you know? It's just a cycle of everyone compares themselves to someone else. Do you know what I mean? No matter how perfect you might seem online or even in real life, we all go through things. Body confidence, body image, dealing with health, relationships, like any of that. I think just being confident in who you are and being the best you that you can be is the most important thing, because you're never going to be like the person next to you. You can only be you.
What's your favorite chapter in the book that you just really hope people will read?
I really like the relationship chapter, because I think there's a lot of very funny stories in there. And this book was really fun to write, because I was able to pull a lot of personal stories that were just either like crazy or wacky or funny or like embarrassing. And I think it's funny to tell embarrassing stories. Like now that I've moved past them, I'm like, I want to tell everyone my embarrassing stories, because it's so funny and like you get a laugh. Chapter 9, which is talking about faith, is really important to me. My faith is extremely prominent in my life, and I haven't really talked a ton about my faith, whether it be, I mean, I've mentioned it on my YouTube channel and I make it apparent, you know, on my Instagram, but it really goes in depth into, you know, my faith and my relationship with God in the chapter. And I think it's really important to my life, and I want other girls to be able to know that, or even if you're struggling with faith, or even if you don't have a faith, I just really am passionate about that chapter. And I really hope people can, you know, learn something or relate, or, you know, gain a new idea or anything like that.
Yeah, awesome. What was the writing process like for you in the book?
It was really crazy, a really fast turnaround for this book. So there were times where I would just be on my computer like editing, and there was actually a 4-day period where my mom and I literally did not get up from the couch. Like from the moment we woke up, we would wake up at 5 a.m. and we would not go to bed till 2 a.m. and we were just editing, and like I don't even like know how to thank my mom for doing that for me, like helping me edit and helping me read through the chapters, and like she has just been so helpful. Like I don't even know how to thank.
Sadie was one of our cover girls as well, and she did a foreword in the book. How did that all happen? Did you reach out to her and ask her?
I met Sadie a while ago because her Dancing with the Stars partner was my mom's Dancing with the Stars partner. So we kind of connected, and she's the most amazing girl. I love her. I love her heart. I love just her message, you know, just about living original, and I love her style too. I'm like, she's one of my style icons. I love her. I wanted someone to be someone that I really did look up to, and she was the first person that I was just like, I would love if you would write my foreword because I look up to you, and she's just someone that I know has impacted so many young girls, and I was just very thankful that she was able to be a part of this book.